This is a live look at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Connecticut Huskies and the Navy Midshipmen. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Home of some of the most iconic college football games in history. Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis, Maryland has seen so many games between Navy, Army, Air Force. This is a beautiful space and a very unique campus in Annapolis, Maryland. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies offense will have first crack at this one. There's the guy we believe is going to be a workhorse in this one. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The run inside. It's Reeder. Maybe a crease.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. He's not a burner or anything, but he's got enough about him that he can run and hurt you at times.
Yeah, he's sneaky fast, isn't he? It seems like he's not moving too well, but he's definitely going faster than what he looks. And this defense, they're finding that out right now.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Uconn!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Mids offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential able to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Calls his own number. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Pulls it and runs it again. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. Punt is on its way. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really...
There's some room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Huskies. Fitted in the window for the score.
How sick was that catch? 2 hands are good. I only need 1. 3rd down, need a play, throw it up. I'll go up there with 1 hand, stick it, bring it in. What a big-time play on 3rd down.
They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Number 47 sets a kickoff.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Navy offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Woodson. He's got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period, and Uconn has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running backs.
Could be an alley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It is the great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Woodson. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Across the 25. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, midshipman! Once he got some room, it was over.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Uconn offense goes back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Navy! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Uconn going back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play.
Turning it on. Smashes ahead. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Uconn. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Woodson. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Bryant. Finding some room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Navy quick to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, midshipman!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Rushes on him. And they got it. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Trying play action. Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Going to take a shot. There he goes. Past the 30. At the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, David.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Finds a tight end. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's got him. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Navy will have to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reeder. Good gain there. Picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the catch. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 20 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Tigers with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. This team is now red hot. 3 consecutive victories and one of the most convincing offensive showings we've seen in a long time.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Navy will go back on the attack. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Woodson. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Open field on the right. Touchdown, Navy! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense move.
Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. And they swarm him under.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Now on the option. The keeper. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Inside the 25. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, midshipman! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Punts it out of the air. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Navy sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Takes a handoff. It's Bryant. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On the option. Keeps it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive. Downhill. Went and got it. Got the tackle for a loss. Forcing the 4th down.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The run inside. It's Reeder. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Firing to the right, complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
With the catch, it's Porter. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's go to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Navy sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in with one hand. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Navy out of the break with a first down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Might have a chance. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll move the tight end. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. And what a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Using his feet, he's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Looking downfield on first down. He lets one fly deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that lap.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll take a deep shot here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Give to the running back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off play action on first down. Fires on the move. Caught near the sideline, it's Ross. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. What a grab with one hand. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
for the offense.
Wants to go right back downfield. That's caught. It's Porter. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Uconn comes to the line after getting another first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Huskies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Woodson. Makes the grab. Open space in the middle. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finding open areas. Looking for room at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense.